Hello, hello, hello. My name is Amista, and we are here today just to catch up with a few old people. Well, I shouldn't say old people, people that I already know, to meet some new people, and just to have a little bit of fun. We're going to do some Reiki, we're going to do some tarot. We may fit in a few readings. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter live broadcast than I normally do, just because I've got a class going on online in just barely more than half an hour. So I'm going to make sure I'm off in time for that class. Hello there, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome. In about half an hour, I've got a free manifesting class that I'm teaching, so this is going to be a little shorter than usual broadcast. But right now, we're just clearing the cards. We will do a little bit of Reiki. We'll do best manifestation advice, and we'll see where we go from there. If anyone wants to be a part of the free manifestation class, all you have to do is go to my website right there and register. You're looking for a tab that's called Meat and Potatoes of Manifestation, if you're interested. La da 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 da, la da da da. Good afternoon, my friend. Okay, I don't know why I'm shuffling. We need to do some Reiki first, so let's do 5 minutes of Reiki. We're starting that now. That means we will finish Reiki at 3:30 a.m., setting the intention for whatever is for the highest and best good for each of you guys as individuals. If you want to set the Reiki on something more specific for yourself, feel free to go ahead and do that. Always love to hear about that in the chat if it's not too personal for you to share. Otherwise, you can do that just in your own head, or maybe you can say it under your breath wherever you are. Best version. Hello, hello. We've got 2 more minutes of Reiki. How are you? One more minute of Reiki. Avneet, it's about time for you to learn Reiki. That's what I'm hearing. It's time and pastime. Okay, let's wrap that up. I should have checked my phone in between going on Facebook and going on here. Make sure there's nothing important happening, is there? Nope. Okay, so in exactly half an hour, I'm going to be starting a free class. It's going to be meat and potatoes of manifesting. If you would like to sign up for it, you can go find the meat and potatoes tab on my website and sign up for it there. No charge whatsoever, 1 hour presentation. Spirit's getting impatient for you to. Spirit told me it's past time for you to learn Reiki. You know, I think you should learn Reiki. That wasn't even coming from me though, because I've done quit trying to tell you that. Let's see though. Let's look at our best manifestation advice for today. Y'all think about what you want to manifest. La di da da da, la di da da da, la di da da da, la di da da, la di da da da, la di da da, la di da 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 da. Manifestation advice is starting with a Page of Cups in reverse, 8 of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is hitting me a little different than these cards meanings would traditionally. My Page of Cups in reverse does talk about, expressing our appreciation for something, letting something know or somebody know how much we appreciate them. The 8 of Cups can be a walk-away card. That's normally how I see it. In this case, I think this is more of a giveaway type of card. So, and then we have the Knight of Swords. So this is about communication. So I think that we need to clean our spaces, whether that's our closets or our other clutter. I'm kind of like I in my office at the same time I'm saying this, but we need to get rid of the clutter. And as we do, we should express our appreciation for those things that we're getting rid of and for that place they held in our lives, for that usefulness that they had in our lives at one point. And what I actually heard as I was looking at this card is bless them on their way. So we want to find those things that have served their purpose and no longer are serving a purpose for us anymore. And then we want to let those things know how much we appreciated them and everything they did for us and bless them on their way to the next person that they can be of service to and help. So this can be everything from favorite stones to clothes that we no longer wear to books that maybe we're never going to read. I don't know. But it's something about this act of expressing that appreciation as we send it on its way is what actually helps us to manifest. So clearing out of the old to bring in, to allow space for the new, and clearing it out, blessing it as it goes out. Not just throwing it in the trash. Oh, I don't need you anymore. Pitch. Nay. Blessing it as it goes out. Sending it out to somewhere somebody else can use it. Now, obviously, if you've got some old holy underwear, you're not going to bless that and send that to somebody else who can use it. Nobody can use that. You're just going to pitch that. You would thank it for what it's done for you, but still pitch it. All right. But for those things that are still usable, definitely pass them along as a blessing and bless it on its way. That's our manifestation advice for today. I love it. I love it. Well, I came up with that name because I was doing some studying on my own. And I was realizing, we always look for what are the laws of abundance, the laws of prosperity. And I was realizing that what I was reading was showing me what you should not do. So it was more of a blockage, what can hinder prosperity. And so it's more meat and potatoes. This kind of lesson, at least this first episode, is going to kind of ask people to look inside themselves and just see, okay, have I got something going on that I'm letting block my abundance or block my prosperity that I need to do something about? And so we just kind of look at the flip side of the coin for this one. So it feels like meat and potatoes because it's not your normal airy-fairy, say this affirmation so many times a day and you're sure to have exactly what you want come in. It's not that. It's more of self-improvement. The more we improve ourselves, the more we can manifest what we want, I believe. All right, so anyway, let's see. Who wants a reading? I'm going to be here for a few minutes. Who wants a reading? If you have a question, throw it up there. If you want a message from Spirit, let me know. Message from Spirit for Cheryl Floyd. Best version, you don't get to steal my name. I like it that you like it, but no stealing, okay? All right, so we're going to put Cheryl down here. And I think I'm going to try and stay until 3:45 or 3:50. And then go get ready for the class. If you guys want to sign up, it's going to be a good one. You can. That's the website. Look for the meat and potatoes tab. All right, let's see. Cheryl. Message from Spirit for you. Everybody else be on the lookout for a piggyback message. I love it. Well, you're my princess. You've been my princess for as long as I've known you, so that makes sense. All right, so let's see here. Cheryl's message from Spirit. That's hilarious. I love you, FB. Okay, whoops. Mr. Whalen adjusted my camera, and actually it's better than what it was before, but I'm not used to it yet. Okay. All right, so Miss Cheryl, we have the Knight of Wands coming up here. That's covered by the Nine of Wands. So straight up Wands. This is talking about getting ready for some kind of travel or some kind of adventure. The Knight of Wands is kind of always on an adventure, whether it's trying new food, going to new places. That Knight of Wands is always in search of something new to create as a conquest one way or another. Doesn't have to be aggressive about it. Very much usually fun. A fun new game, a fun new place to see. So this talks about preparing for some kind of fun new conquest. Can be a trip or travel. And so preparing for that. Now let's look at your best advice or heads up for this preparation for the conquest, shall we say? Miss Cheryl, so first of all, you've got the Seven of Cups. This says you've got a lot of options. There's a lot of ways that you can prepare for this. The Two of Cups basically says that some of these options you've already kind of figured out, I think I want to rule those out. I don't think I want that. I'm just picturing like picking out wardrobe options and going, it's probably going to be too warm for these. Let me put these back. Doesn't have to be wardrobe options, but I'm kind of stuck on the trip idea up here. And so I'm sort of following that theme, although it doesn't have to be a trip, but whatever your adventure is here. So, Two of Cups says, I thought that some of these options that I had, I thought that I liked them all, but some of them, not so much anymore. With the Hanged Man coming up in reverse, this says, after consideration about what you can do to prepare, you have come up with the solution. And if you haven't yet, you will within the next 3 days, and you'll know exactly how you want to move forward from here. You may have already, even. If you have already, that's just Spirit patting you on the back. Okay, LP. Hey, welcome. Glad you're here. If you want a message from Spirit, please throw that in the chat. If you would like to have a question, throw that in the chat. I'm going to be here about 5 more minutes. I am going to be leaving early because I'm teaching a free class online today, Meat and Potatoes of Manifesting. And if you would like to check it out, you're free to register on my website. I'll go ahead and get the link out to you so you can show up. No charge for that. Okay, so that was Cheryl. You're quite welcome. More fish and sweet potatoes. I love it. All right, so Alicia. I have a free class coming up. Meat and Potatoes of Manifesting, episode 1. It starts at 4. If you want to sign up on my website, look for the Meat and Potatoes tab. I'm only going to be here a few more minutes, then I'm going to be getting ready for that. Not sure if you have a particular question. That's all cool. All right. I'm shuffling for your question. Okay, upcoming course for Avneet. Would it be better if it was focused on women directly or women through businesses or any other way Spirit thinks is best for me? So let's see. Women directly, yes or no? Women through businesses, yes or no? Is there a better way that Avneet has not thought of yet? Yes or no? There is a better way. Of course. Why would it be simple, huh? All right. So women directly. Yeah. Nay. Women through businesses. Yep. Nay. All right. So let's look at this a little bit more for you, Avneet. Pescatarian. Hello. Okay. High Priestess in reverse, something that you're having a hard time being objective about. You haven't even thought about it yet. Queen of Cups in reverse, look at this. This is you kind of throwing a fit about the idea that this is the answer, actually. 8 of Swords, thinking in circles. And the Star card says you're feeling like, I just don't know what else that could be. The Tower card in reverse says, of course you can get past that. All you have to do is think outside the box or book a reading with your friend Amista. No, but you do have to think outside the box. And of course, a reading would never hurt. All right, let's see here. What time is it? 3:43. Let's do one more person. LP said they wanted one. LP, remind me of your first name, Honey Bunny. I'm going to be quick on this one. You guys, I've got a free class that starts at 4 o'clock online. If you want to register for it, it is the Meat and Potatoes of Manifesting, episode 1. It's going to be interactive. It's going to be introspective. And it's going to be helpful. Leith, okay. Sag, Sun, Man. Sagittarius, Sun, and Moon, and Leo. Ooh, you're fire all over the place. Woo! Leith here is, what do you call that when you have that weapon that shoots fire? A fire thrower. You're a fire thrower. And then grounded by earth. Okay. Let's see what your message is. Beep-a-dee-dee-dee, beep-a-dee-dee. All right, go and have neat. Let me get these cards in the camera for you, Leith. Okay, here we go. Everybody else be on the lookout for a piggyback message. This might be the fastest delivery I've done in a while. Let's see what we have. 4 of Wands with the Ace of Cups in reverse. This is telling me there's something going on with your home situation or with your family situation where something has come up that you were previously unaware of. Okay? So this could be like, oh my gosh, the window really leaks a lot when it rains. Or, who knows? Maybe the basement is cracked. I don't know why I'm gravitating towards water issues, but, maybe that's it. Maybe it's not. But there's something coming up about home that, was a little bit of a surprise. Probably not a very great one either. Let's look at your best advice or heads up. Look at this, more water. She's in the ship floating away. Okay, so we have the Magician showing up in reverse. This kind of says, man, I've tried to fix this and I don't know how to fix this. I'm doing everything that I think I should be able to do to make this thing right, but I just keep beating my head against the wall. So first bit of advice comes up with this card. Always get spirit involved, whether you do that with prayer, ritual, ceremony, whatever. Get spirit involved in whatever this is that you are trying to make right, whether it's in the home or in the family. It could be relationship stuff too, being that this is a family card, so it could be the home, could be the family. Either way, it's something that it kind of was under the surface for a while that pops up with this card. Now, the 6 of Cups says, don't get yourself mired down in the drama and the chaos of it. Allow yourself to move into calmer waters. Have that time to meditate and think things over and get a different perspective before you try to hit this problem head on. And this is really another indication that this is emotional. This is probably something with family. And when I was gravitating towards water, water also indicates emotions. So there's another indicator of that. That this may not even be a physical, tangible thing. This may have to do with family or family of origin or household. Now, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This talks about if this is a relationship thing, like I think it is, it's going to be wise to get the perspective around this because there's something going on where this is not a reciprocal type of relationship that's being enacted here or being created, whichever what situation this is, that this is one where you're being asked to put in way more than what you're getting back. And so you want to be aware of that. Sometimes, especially family relationships need that, like if we're the caretaker to a parent who is not doing well, or even children. But we still want to be aware of that because even if that person is not the person who can help us to rejuvenate, when we're putting so much into them, we still have to make time to bring that rejuvenation to ourselves. So we still want to be aware things aren't even. So somewhere you're going to have to pull rejuvenation, and it may be from getting into some calm and some peacefulness for yourself and carving that out. All right. Considering going on a date. Do I see that there? I mean, the only way I see this as a date, like going on a date as in a first date, is if either you or this other person has already decided in your mind, this is the one. That's the only way this qualifies for that. Because I don't have anything casual about this at all. This isn't just like we're going to get coffee type of thing. Yeah. Yeah, so I think this is going to be more family issues than that. Because this is not that. Yeah, this is definitely not that then. All right, so that is my time here for today. I've got 11 minutes to get ready for that free class. I would love to see you guys there. Meat and potatoes of manifesting. Hopefully this will end up being a series, but for right now there's only one. And I'm looking forward to teaching it. Everybody have a fantastic Memorial Day weekend. Peace out.